Okay, a nice young man asked me if I would go over radicals a little bit, so I'm going to do that here. This is a wide ranging group of problems, not focused on just one area. If you're studying and you're like really confused on a topic, you can email me, and if I see it, I'll try to make a video for you. But square root, if the index is not shown, it's soon be square root. And that means what are you squaring? What are you multiplying by itself? So square root of 16 would be 4. Now at the start of this whole process, we said if a negative's under the square root, oh no, couldn't do it. But then we came up with a whole number, I. So this would be a negative 10I. Can't take a negative and put it under the square root. Now this one, can't do square root of 50 by itself, so I break it up into a perfect square, that's 25, and what's left over. So that would be 5 square root of 2. This one. Now, if you remember, the index goes into the power, but 3 doesn't go into 10, so I have to break this up into a power that it does go into, and then what's left over. So this would be x cubed, and then the cube root of x. This one, 10 doesn't go into 24, so I break it up, the 10th root of x to the 20th, the 10th root of x to the 4th. Oh, where's Trixie? Trixie, I need you now. So it'd be x squared, the 10th root of x to the 4th. Now here, I need to simplify. I cannot add unless I have the same radicand. But 75, I can break up to 25 and 3. 300, I can break it up to 103. So this would be 5 square root of 3. And 10 square root of 3, I have the same radicand, same index, so I can just combine the terms out front. Excuse me. Oh, I feel awful. So this one, can't simplify square root of 2, but I can square root of 8. That's 4 and 2. And the square root of 4 is 2. So that would be 3 square root of 2. So this, now no pluses or minuses, so no foiling. So you go 2 times 3 is 6. 3 and 6 is 18. 18 I can break up into 9 and 2. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. Here it's a product. There's no plus or minus, so I square both terms. If there was a plus or minus, I'd have to write it twice to make it nice. This one I cube both terms, so it'd be 8 times 5, which is 40. This one, 3 and 5 is 15, square root of 4. 3, and then that's 12. Multiply this to both terms. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 15 is 30. 12 is 4 and 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Now, this does have a plus or minus, so you have to FOIL it. 2 and 6. 2 square root of 6. 2, and this would be minus 2 square root of 3. This and this would be square root of 18 minus square root of 9. So this is 2 square root of 6 minus 2 square root of 3. Now 18 is 9 and 2. Square root of 9 is 3. And I'm doing this kind of fast because I'm sick. Now, not supposed to have a radical in the denominator, so I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by square root of 10. Square root of 10, square root of 10 is square root of 100, which is 10. Then I can reduce it. Did I tell you I was sick? Here, you multiply by the conjugate, so it'd be 6 plus square root of 3. So it'd be 18 plus 3 square root of 3 over, this is 36 minus square root of 9. Notice the inner and the outer cancel out. Minus 6 square root of 3 plus 6 square root of 3. Now, 9 is 3. Square root of 9 is 3. 36 minus 3 is 33. So, since this goes into both terms, I can reduce this to that. Wow. Wow. Then the last term, remember, a fractional exponent has 3 parts. The minus means take the reciprocal. 4 means take the fourth root, and 3 means cube it. Fourth root of 81 is 3. 3 cubed is 27. Then the negative, you got to take the reciprocal, and that's about all I can talk for about 5 or 6 hours. Hey, I hope this final, you remember the things you need to remember. Hey, I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm turning off. Bye-bye.